and a very warm welcome to Superscreen's Media News, broadcasting to you live from Lagos. I am Adenike Oye Ajiboye. The Conference of National Assembly Legislative Aides, CONSLA, a forum of current and former aides to members of the National Assembly, has called for the immediate resignation of the Inspector General Police, IGP Ibrahim Idris. You will recall that the IGP had severally failed to appear before the Senate on 3 occasions. In a statement, Chairman of CONSLA, Abdullahi Al-Mustafa, said the IGP should put aside his short-sighted interest and ego and brief the Senate on measures taken by the police to end the killings across the country. The chairman also said the IGP should resign in favor of someone who is more law-abiding and respects the gravity of the current security situation in the nation. A lawmaker representing Delta Central Senatorial District, Senator Ovie Omo Agege, says despite the appeal filed by Senate President Bukola Saraki in the Senate against the Federal High Court's judgment nullifying his suspension, he will still resume legislative duties. According to him, the Senate and Saraki have only applied for a stay of execution at the Court of Appeal, which has not been granted. He also accused Saraki of seeking the relief for a stay of execution from a court of law, which he had allegedly ignored and gone ahead to approve his suspension. You will recall that the Senate had on April 12, 2018, suspended Omo Agege for 90 legislative days for taking the chamber to court over the amendment to the Electoral Act 2010, which seeks to reshuffle the sequence of polls during the general elections. And our members of Kano State House of Assembly are set to impeach Speaker of the House Abdullahi Yusuf for incompetency. Report says 21 lawmakers have duly signed in support of the Speaker's impeachment. A lawmaker has confirmed the deployment of operatives. Majia said his men were deployed to the Assembly to ensure that nobody breaks law and order. The Socio-Economic Rights and Accountability Project, SERAP, has petitioned the United Nations UN over the detention of leader of the Islamic Movement of Nigeria, Ibrahim El-Zakzaki, and his wife, as well as a former National Security Advisor, Sambo Dasike, retired. In a statement by a SERAP Deputy Director, Timothy Adewale, the organization accused the federal government of disobeying court orders. The petition was dated May 11, 2018 and addressed to UN Special Rapporteur on the independence of judges and lawyers Diego Garcia Senyan. You will recall that El-Zakzaki was detained after members of the Shiite group clashed with soldiers in Zaria in December 2015, while Colonel Dasuke is being accused of diverting $2.1 billion belonging to the federal government while he served as NSA under former President Goodluck Ebele Jonathan. In its position, SERAP asked the UN to prevail on the government to end persistence or disobedience of court rulings and orders. The Inspector General of Police, IGP Ibrahim Idris, has warned all personnel conducting the police recruitment exercise across the nation to shun any act of misconduct during the exercise. Idris issued the warning through the Deputy Inspector General of Police in charge of Administration and Finance, Shuabu Gambo, in Niger State. He said police authorities would not hesitate to sack any personnel caught engaging in conduct capable of jeopardizing the exercise. The Nigerian Air Force NAV headquarters says its helicopter landing site helipad in Janogwa, Bayelsa State capital, has been attacked by unknown gunmen. NAF, however, said its personnel on guard duty at the facility were able to repel the attackers in the shootout. Chief of the Air Staff, Air Marshal Sadiq Abubakar, has immediately ordered an investigation into the incidents to unravel the circumstances surrounding it. A former Minister of Special Duties under former President Goodluck Ebele Jonathan, Atanimu Turaki, has joined the 2019 presidential race. Turaki is seeking to run on the platform of the People's Democratic Party, PDP. PDP State Chapter Chairman Haruna Saidu said it is a welcome development as Turaki is the first from the state to declare his intention to run as president. The Registrar of National Examination Council, NECO, Professor Charles Uwakwe, has been suspended over alleged financial mismanagement and abuse of office. Also suspended are 2 deputy directors in charge of finance and procurement in the council. According to reports, they are on suspension pending the outcome of the investigation of an allegation of misappropriation of funds against him. Report also says the officials were suspended for allegedly awarding contracts to the tune of 25 billion naira without following due process. Uwakwe is also alleged to be involved in recruitment at the council without following due process. As part of efforts aimed at encouraging hard work and excellence in secondary school students, the Academic Excellence Initiatives AEI organized an annual 2018 Scholarship Award ceremony. The event, which featured quiz and award giving, saw students leave even more inspired than they came.
In what has become a positive trend, the 2018 Academic Excellence Initiative AEI Award started with loads of expectation, just as the previous edition. The award, which is given in recognition to students with academic distinctions, lived up to its hype as guests and dignitaries as well as recipients of the award and students made their way to the venue.
Thank you very much for coming. Thank you very much. Thank you very much.
The funds allocated to the education sector keeps rising, even in Lagos State here. Lagos State will continue to do its best to fund education. The teaching service is professionalized now. If you don't have a teaching qualification, you cannot be a teacher in Lagos State. Again, we are looking at the minimum qualification of even a graduate coming into our schools.
I am proud to stand before you because after joining WAEC from working in a factory, in a textile factory, Nigerian textile mills, I told myself the only thing I can do to improve myself to understand validity, reliability, and consistency in education is to go and pick a course in education.
It is with honor that I stand this morning to re-echo the need for the government, school, private school supervisors, and other stakeholders to practically strengthen academic excellence in Nigeria with up-to-date mentorship scheme that will make the students to attain the general educational goal. It is because of this background that we have chosen creating an enabling educational system that works for you as the theme of 2018 Award Scholars Day.
Organizers of the annual event talked up the importance of having such a program which rewards excellence and promotes educational distinction in all sectors, particularly in the students.
We want to appreciate them more when they have achieved excellence in their academics by awarding scholarships, even for them, by helping them in gaining admission into best schools, even here in Nigeria. So we can create an education system that works, yes, with the right policies in place. When we have the right policies, we ensure that the policies are implementable.
This kind of program called Awards to Scholars Day is meant to reward the excellent ones, having undergone some level of competitions. One of the aim is to inculcate excellence, academic excellence and moral excellence in our students. So on a yearly basis, we organize programs, including counseling, including examinations, maybe mock exams before JAMB or before their SSC.
We'll be happy if we have corporate organization coming in to sponsor this type of program, and it will make them to carry so many candidates along, so many students. It will make them to invite more schools, more teachers, more parents into this.
To encourage the young ones, for them to be able to buckle up and to be somebody important in life.
With the 2018 edition all over, all hands are on deck to ensure the 2019 edition supersedes all expectation, with the students hoping to give in their best to become best in their academic divisions.
If you've just joined us watching Superscreen's Media News, we'll take a short break here. And when we return, we bring you news from the business world. Just stay.
Before they come, they're supposed to, give us some information, notice, at least maybe a week or so. There was nothing like that.
Hunger is everywhere in Nigeria. People are dying every day, but Nigeria government are keeping quiet. Housemen are killing people. Why?
It's not what we expected because of these old men that are leading us, and you people know, you are aware that these people are not the right people to lead us. These kind of people that are leading us here are people of black mind. They just care about themselves and their family.
You are affecting my village. Let me use grass. If I call it use grass, I'm not to mistake. The other place where they build a shop, call it plaza. Say each shop they are 4 million naira. So I don't have the money, so I have to leave. If you plan to get a tribal mark, it takes a lot of pain, but after some time, you enjoy it. No, we experience hold up now during the construction time. Then after some time, we start enjoying it.
The way they are doing the construction is too slow. It's too slow. The construction is too slow. They should stop the construction and make sure people go into their businesses and do their businesses.
Welcome back. Now, in the business world, the Central Bank of Nigeria, CBN, and Office of the Attorney General of the Federation, AGF, have approved new administrative sanctions against the banks and their staff who failed to comply with anti-money laundering and terrorist financing regulations. The new rule was signed by CBN Director of Financial Policy and Regulations, Kelvin Amugo. The rule requires that where the Board of Financial Institutions, a director or officer responsible for ensuring anti-money laundering compliance with any relevant provisions of these regulations has been penalized, the CBN may suspend or remove the board, director or officer of that institution. The framework released at the weekend also spelled out dissuasive monetary sanctions against banks and other financial institutions, as well as their staff and boards that fail to comply with the set rules. The Nigeria Civil Aviation Authority, NACA, has announced the suspension of the Air Operator Certificate of First Nation Airways indefinitely. The suspension was conveyed to the airline via a letter and signed by the Director General, Mukta Usman, and a statement signed by the General Manager of Public Relations, NCAA, Sam Adrugbe. The regulator stated that the suspension is equal to flagrant and continuous violation of terms and conditions of the issuance of its AOC by the carrier, thereby carrying out unauthorized and illegal operations. Adrogboye said that when the AOC of First Nation Airways expired, the airline did not have at least 2 airworthy aircraft capable of servicing its approved schedule as required by the Nigeria Civil Aviation Regulation 2015. And that's the business news. We'll take another short break. More news after this time out. Join us again.